Item 10C, we have three resolutions. Adopt resolutions authorizing the city manager to execute contracts for professional services for the Crestmoor Neighborhood Reconstruction Project. The first one is a resolution approving a contract amendment with BKF Engineers, Inc. for civil engineering services for Phase 4 of the Crestmoor Reconstruction Project and increasing the contract amount by $314,500. The second is a resolution approving a contract with MIG, Inc. in an amount not to exceed $84,600 for landscape architecture and facilitation services for the Earl Glenview Park and Crestmoor Canyon replanting. And the third one is a resolution approving a contract with Power System Design in an amount not to exceed $68,200 to provide electrical engineering services for the new street light system within the Crestmoor neighborhood. Harry?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and members of the City Council. I'm Harry Burrows, and I'm the city's project manager for the Crestmoor Reconstruction Project. Tonight we have two items before you related to the Crestmoor neighborhood. I just want to take a second and differentiate the difference between item 10C that I'm about to speak about and item 10D, the next one. The first item, 10C, involves projects that are within the Crestmoor neighborhood boundary. That's the area highlighted in yellow on the map behind me. These are the projects that have previously been approved by the City Council for design and construction. The second item, 10D, involves the additional projects that were not a part of the original reconstruction scope that the Council directed staff to proceed with at the April 22nd, 2014 City Council meeting. So, for this first item, 10C, it's the consideration of three contracts to continue the neighborhood reconstruction work. It should be noted that all three of the firms that we're considering contracts for tonight have previous experience and knowledge of the neighborhood, and they were selected based upon that, as well as their ability to provide economic and costly, economic and timely services. So the first of these items is a second amendment to the current contract with BKF Engineers for civil engineering services. Their original contract was for approximately $300,000, and that was for design work for the immediate fire damaged area. The first amendment increased their contract to a total of about $704,000, and it added the design of the replacement of the utilities in the remainder of the neighborhood. This amendment assumed that the remaining work would all be done as one construction contract. Since that time, in order to keep the construction progress going in the neighborhood and to minimize long-term disruption, it was determined to stagger the surface improvements, that's the street work, the curb gutter, sidewalks, landscaping, and streetlights, in order to complete other portions of the work. Further complicating the design of the surface improvements is the fact that these new improvements must be designed to incorporate current ADA standards. We can't simply replace what's out there because they don't meet current ADA standards, the current sidewalks and driveway approaches. Phasing of the project also allows the sewer lateral program to be completed this fall before the surface improvements start next year. However, this does necessitate an amendment to BKF's contract to complete and prepare a Phase 4 surface improvement bid package that will meet these ADA standards. Also included as part of BKF's contract amendment is the civil design support for the expanded footprint of the Glenview Earl Park. This proposed amendment is for $314,500 and will increase the total contract to them to $1,019,000. The second contract before you is a contract with MIG to perform landscape architecture and public facilitation support to city staff as part of the Glenview Earl Park reconstruction. This contract is in the amount of $84,600. Specifically, MIG will assist the city in holding community meetings to help gather input as to the city's and the public's vision, the community's vision of the park, perform constraints and opportunities analysis, prepare conceptual plans and renderings to help visualize the park concepts and plans, and refine these concepts to develop a final park schematic design that the city can then take to construction. The second part of MIG's contract is to complete the design of the Upper Canyon replanting work and prepare bid documents for construction. This will allow us to either bid that work separately and construct those, do the replanting this fall, or to incorporate in one of the latter bid packages as we deem fit. The third contract before you is a contract with Power Systems Design, or PSD, for electrical engineering services to design the replacement streetlight system in the neighborhood. PSD previously performed the analysis of the utility undergrounding and performed preliminary streetlight analysis for the city. The new streetlights in the neighborhood will provide enhanced lighting that implements the city's new streetlight standards. The proposed design will consist of LED lamps with decorative lamp posts, spaced closer than the current tall Cobra headlights. The new lights will not only enhance safety, but also have a distinctive appearance unique to the neighborhood. And this is something that many of the residents have requested. The streetlight design will be incorporated into the Phase 4 plans that BKF will be preparing, and the work will be done as part of that construction contract. The contract amount for PSD for electrical engineering is $68,200. In addition to these contracts, the city recognizes the continuing disruption to the neighborhood and appreciates the public's continued patience and understanding of the ongoing construction. As outlined in the staff report, we're undertaking a temporary paving project at the completion of the Phase 3 work that's currently occurring now. This work will provide a new, thin, but smoother driving surface throughout the entire neighborhood until the final phase of street reconstruction is undertaken as Phase 4 next spring. In the interim, the upper sewer lateral replacement project will occur late this summer and fall, with the reconstruction of the homes on the 10 vacant lots occurring hopefully within this same time frame as well, this fall into next spring. Staff is recommending approval of all three of these contracts before you tonight. And just a note that since each contract is a separate resolution, we ask that the council take an action on each separately. Thanks.
Any questions for staff at this time? Or action by the council?
I'll introduce resolution approving a contract amendment. I'll introduce a resolution approving a contract amendment with BKF Engineers.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.
Okay, and then I'll introduce the resolution approving a contract with MIG Incorporated.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.
And lastly, introduce the resolution approving a contract with Power Systems Designs in an amount not to exceed $68,200.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.